Hello, everyone. My name is Jasper Westmer, and I would like to talk today about the importance of education. And I would like to start, first of all, with one phrase that it says, if your gift is serving others, serve them well. If you're a teacher, teach well. That we can find it on Romans chapter 12, versicle 7. I consider that education is one of the most powerful tools that we as humans have. And we, being a teacher, is one of the most powerful gifts that we could have from God. And when you are capable to transmit knowledge, but not just knowledge to other people, you are a powerful human being that can change people's life, an entire generation. So I would like, first of all, to start saying like why I consider that education is important. And I will start with that question because education is one of the most powerful tools that we have to change the world, just as I mentioned before. And it not only give us knowledge, but also give the teachers values, respect, discipline, and responsibility. Through education, people can develop critical thinking, creativity, problem solving skills, and much more. That actually those skills in the future will allow individuals to have better opportunities, improve their equality of life, and contribute to a progress of society. And as well, when we grow up, when we get older, students might not know this right now, but when we get older, we could have better job opportunities. So I think that is very important to mention too as well. And I would like to talk about a little how does educate or how Costa Rica education is. So I will start with a question, which is, does Costa Rica have a good education system? And what could be or what are the strengths and weaknesses that we could face here in our country? And this is an interesting question because actually Costa Rica is well known in Latin America for valuing education. Since 1940, the country decided to abolish its army and invest more money in education and health as well. So this helped Costa Rican people to achieve one of the highest literacy rates in the region as well. We are which is a great strength. However, I consider the one of the things that have helped us a lot is the system is free and compulsory, meaning that every child has the right to study as well. And teachers usually actually we are well prepared, and the curriculum emphasizes on values, environmental awareness, and human rights. However, there are some still weaknesses here. For example, we have the rural schools that often lack of resources and access to modern technology is not compared some classroom that we have in private institutions where students could have their own computer, digital boards, and some other resources that can help them to learn throughout the course, throughout the the school year. And even though books, because sometimes well, in private educations they do have each one their books, but in public education sometimes parents can buy the books and students might not have them the first month, or they have to struggle with it. So I think the as well in the public education, there are some classrooms that are overcrowded and teachers' salaries do not always reflect the importance of their work. Additionally, there's inequality between public and private education, as I state, and Costa Rican education is good. Overall, I think we are doing a good job, but there are still some room for improvement in order to have better results. And well, talking about the characteristics that we as teachers should have, I have plenty, but I will talk a little about them. For example, patience. We need to be patient in order to understand that each student is different and they learned in a different pace. And as well, we need to understand that we need to give them time sometimes when they are working in a class, because each one is different and we have different learning styles. So we need to be as well, and we need to show empathy to them, because we need to understand that they are growing and they have different emotions that sometimes they don't know how to express. And we need to show them that we are there as well to support them, but as well to give them feedback, not on the educational part, but also with any situation that they might be going through. As well, I consider that we should be creative. Creativity is one of the powerful tools that we have as teachers, because we can implement different classes and we could have different teaching styles in order to adapt it to our students. And with creativity, we could have wonderful lessons using paper sheets, as well using technology, or just simple, just working with a simple board as well. Could be wonderful if you are creative in your classes. With good communication skills, of course, you can transmit to students what you're looking for, what is the objective of the lesson, what is it that we are trying to achieve, that can help them to grow, not just educationally, but as well emotionally and independently, and personally as well. With passion um, and love for teaching students, we can actually build all of this, because when you are happy to teach your students, when you are actually with your happy smile, because you actually feel it, you transmit it to your students, because you feel passion, you feel love, because you are doing what you love to do, and you're developing, or actually you are working in a job that you'd wish to work because you decided to study this major. So you are doing something that you feel proud of, and that will help students to get that energy from you, and they will be pretty much willing to do your assignments because you transmit that to them. But if you're type of bored teacher, if you're the type of the teacher that do not interact with them that much and is not creative, patient, empathy, you do not show any of those skills, um, we are not gonna get any further. Actually, we do have integrity, an example, and when we are teachers, we need to be a role model to our students, and that can be done with the integrity and doing it with the examples. So they will be encouraged by our examples. And well, I will continue with the main problems that education faces today. And I would say that we have some. First, the issue of unequal access. Not all students have the same opportunity or resources. Some of them lack of internet connections, textbooks, or even proper classrooms. Second, mental health and motivation have become major issues, especially after the COVID-19. Many students are struggling with anxiety, stress, and lack of interest as well in the classroom, especially in areas like digital literacy, financial education, and emotional intelligence are some of the topics that we could mention that are like the main problems that we can face right now in today's education. And finally, some societies are undervalue teachers, even though that we play a crucial role in shaping future generations. We are not given the value or the respect that we deserve as tutors, as educators. And this is an important profession. Actually, is one of the most important professions that create other professions, and it should be considered like more valuable than actually we are doing it right now. But okay, let's continue about how education, or how I think that education can improve or harm. Technology, I'm sorry, can it help you improve or harm education? And well, firstly, I will talk about how we can improve education in our classroom. And it is because technology has completely transformed education. We can see that it can improve learning by making more interactive and accessible classes. For example, online platforms, digital textbooks, and educational videos will allow students to learn at any time, anywhere. And also, technology can help them to connect classroom with the teacher and the students around the world. So that can help them and help us as teachers to have personalized learning, so much more. We could have different material that is already being done on the internet. We could have games that are related to the topic that we are teaching, videos. And even though artificial intelligence can help us to create videos, audio, songs, and much more like images and stuff like that. However, technology can also harm education. It is not used correctly. It can create distractions for the students, and other students may spend much more time on social media and rather than studying. There's also the problem of inequality, since not all students have access to computers or the internet. Additionally, too much dependence of technology can reduce social interaction and critical thinking. If students only copy and paste information, they will not be capable to develop critical thinking or other skills that we're trying to achieve. So the key is to use technology, but wisely, not to replace it for real learning. And yeah, pretty much with that, we are talking about how the education can, or how technology can improve or harm education, and how we could use technology as well. So, in conclusion, education is much more than just studying for exams. It's about forming people with values, knowledge, and empathy, because we are building the new future generation. Costa Rica has made great progress, but there is still work to do, and we can make education more modern, more inclusive, and connected to the reality. Teachers, students, parents, and the government, we must work together to build stronger systems with dedication, creativity, collaboration is as well one of the things that we should have, more conversations within us. We can make education the powerful force that it's meant to be, and that we help transforms lives and shape better futures for everyone, including ourselves. And well, that's pretty much my presentation. Thank you everyone for paying attention. I hope that you learned something. Have a good one.